Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. That's right, no professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff, your game master, and did you hear about the couple that was getting ready for a day in the desert? Yep, they were full-on doomsday preppers.
Wow.
I kind of like that one.
That one was better.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Glad you liked it. I had a lot of time to work on it, so we're back after a 2-week hiatus, and happy to be back.
Yep. Absolutely.
So let me bring you up to speed on what we did 2 weeks ago, which no one remembers.
No.
So this is kind of a necessary recap here. After breakfast with the Caesaran, Aerolacus led the Four and Mother Tassa to meet with Lord Tremane. During the meeting, they discussed the Four's new status as the Mithril Sept, as well as Gwen's new nobility and Athgar's having been awarded the Platinum Star. Lord Tremane then asked them to investigate the silence from the Jogravanans and to discover whether they're planning some sort of massive attack or have had their attention drawn elsewhere. After returning to the Caesaran camp, Gwen lamented about constantly being asked where Athgar was. Before dinner that evening, Gwen and Zorith both tried to come to terms with their various personal relationship issues, and both gave each other some good advice. During dinner, Mother Tassa also inquired what the plans of the Four were, related some information on the other dragon festivals, and said about teasing Ermon about his fascination with the druids in the forest of Ambliantha. After the meal, Zorith decided to head to the Ivory's Wrath to have an honest conversation with Aloric, during which they kind of sorted out their relationship to both of their satisfactions. The following morning, after flying lessons for Zorith, the Four said farewell to the Caesaran as they began their season of wandering and started making preparations to investigate the recent Jogravanan silence. Arabelle went to pick up supplies, and unless there are any objections, I think we should start when Arabelle returns from that trip.
I returned from the trip.
Excellent.
That
Now,
didn't take long at all.
I will remind you
quick.
that you were planning on talking to them about whether you were going to go on foot or whether you were going to buy mounts, because there are both horses and camels that you could purchase.
Ooh, camels.
Watch out. They spit.
Yes, but
And
Arabelle was noticed that as she was getting supplies and mentioned that she was going to discuss it with the other three when she got back.
Or we could use our carpet,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the carpet.
which might be less.
I forgot.
I forgot about the carpet, but that actually might be easier than horse and camel because it's a lot easier to hide the carpet than the animals.
And you don't have to feed a carpet.
As I said, and it eats less.
Did the
And-
carpet get damaged?
I think we mended it.
It
Oh,
got
that's right.
got singed, but not
Okay.
structurally damaged, and you magically mended the singe.
All right.
So probably the carpet.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to be kind of low to the ground, but yeah.
We can go up though.
Yeah, it goes up higher.
No. I mean, like, we probably want to be kind of low. So that
Okay.
we don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Oh, so they
nervous.
don't see us in the sky and go, oh, look, what's that?
Uh-huh.
Let's shoot
Yeah.
it.
But we can, I mean, ride about the same height we would have on a camel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So magic
Yeah.
carpet.
So we take care of packing up our house, right? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
We take care of packing up the house, and is Zach doing anything? Can we see him?
You assume that he's downstairs in his home.
Probably sleeping. We don't need to tell him we'll be leaving, do we? We're leaving.
Tell Zach we're leaving.
Yeah? You gonna go downstairs and tell him?
Sure. Knock on Zach's door.
You hear, "What?"
We're heading back out.
You hear a little scratching noise, and then you see the door kind of open a little bit, and you see this face looking up at you. Where go?
Desert.
Why?
To do a job for the Lord Tremane.
I stay here.
That's a good idea. But before we go, will you come with me? I want to show you something.
Zach, come.
I take him to Zori.
Okay.
Hello?
Zori, could you show Zach your new ability?
Oh. Will he just be sad? Okay. And I pop out my wings.
Zori's dragonkin now, like you.
Oh no.
We've broken him.
He's awestruck. Gobsmacked even.
He has scales and everything.
Can fly?
Yes? Not real well yet.
We'll maybe take Zach fly?
When we come home, you bet.
She's gonna practice while we're in the desert.
And you see him just kind of like tuck his head a little, and he says, "Wings, pretty." And he turns tail and runs back downstairs.
Isaac!
Bye, Zach. And I shake him back in.
I mean, you were already his favorite, but for sure his favorite.
I have like 2 outfits. I don't know if I've got more than that are altered. So those are the ones that I'll wear.
Okay.
I think we took them. I don't remember if we actually took them or if we just talked about it. But I've cut holes in them and just kind of fixed them.
Okay. All right. Well, it's probably about mid-morning at this point.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go. It's, I don't know how hot is it? I know it's winterish.
It's in town. It's not bad at all. But you guess probably out in the desert it's going to be warmer.
Yeah.
Because you're headed further south.
Correct.
Well,
I guess
that's a good question. What direction do you want to go from here? You're aware that the Temple of Jogravanans is out there somewhere. but you don't exactly know where.
Would I have any idea from my travels?
No, you've never gone that far south.
Well, we have an idea of which way we headed out there and back to find Gwen. I think seeing if there are new people in that same area might be smart.
Okay. That was like southwest.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking, southwest. And then having an idea of how far it was out there where we found them.
What about asking the Sentinel?
I thought we did.
Did we? No, we didn't.
I have Sentinel Sands is coming, but
Were we supposed to meet with her first?
No.
No? Okay.
well, no, it says Arabelle's go shopping. Sentinel of Sands is coming.
We were supposed to meet with her.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Yeah.
And we were going to ask about what she knew
Yeah.
about the Jogravanans.
Aha.
We
Well,
can ask
good
her
thing
about
I-
the temple.
Yeah, good thing I had on here that I wrote my very illicit shorthand.
As you are finishing closing up the house, you hear a polite knock at your door.
I open the door.
It's Gaga.
Hello. Please come in.
Thank you. Now, what exactly are you intending to do out in the desert? It's not a very safe place for your kind.
Well,
Well,
we know that we can't make it all the way to the temple because that's in a village, right? That's bigger than us.
Quite.
But I think we want to get out there and try to learn as much as we can from smaller factions while clearing some of them out, if I'm correct. Am I correct,
maybe.
everyone?
Yeah, I think you're on the right track. I think we want to find out what we can find out.
Yeah.
Do we have anything
Information seeking.
from the temple? From maybe from Brunella from Park? Do we have any of her stuff? Did we loot anything?
We looted things.
We looted all the things.
Very true.
Oh.
Would we have anything?
What about the big orb?
That's back at,
That's at my place.
yeah, Gwen's house, actual house.
Well, what is it that you want to know?
Well, how to get there, I guess.
Well, we want to know what they're doing, why they haven't really made any attempts to attack, and what they're up to.
So
Well,
we kind of want to know where the city, the town is, so that we can kind of skirt it, but not actually get to it, I'm saying. I
Well,
would imagine.
You've got quite a ways to go if you intend to travel toward the city. It's a week and a half's travel
Okay.
southwest. It's not close. But in terms of what they've been doing, the only thing I've seen is that they're sending caravans to the oasis.
The oasis. What's the oasis?
You've forgotten about the oasis. that knowledge has vanished.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Do we know what the oasis is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, what's the
I don't.
oasis?
The
I mean, we can roll, but I
the
don't.
Firefly Oasis. It was always a main stop when traveling west through the desert. From here it would be west-southwest. For them it's almost due northwest.
How far away is that?
A few days.
Maybe we should go there.
Well,
Do
that's...
you know why they go there with their caravans?
No. Although they do seem rather large, the caravans. And they've got beasts that I've not seen before, that they seem to have tamed somehow.
What color are these beasts?
They look a bit like centaurs if you replace the horse with a scorpion.
Ugh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Half scorpion, half person?
Well, sort of. They're definitely bestial looking, but they look like they could be sentient creatures. They're nowhere near as handsome as centaurs. I've counted a few centaurs amongst my friends, and one was a lover.
Lovely.
He was.
All right then.
So, is the oasis just a stopping point, or is there an actual town there?
Oh, there are people that live there, yes.
And not just a Jogravanans coming through.
No. No, there's a community there, or at least there was. I haven't been in since we've been back, but I've seen it from a distance, and it looks as it did.
Well, I think we should go find out about this place.
So, you're trying to discover what those
The
from
Ja-
the temple are actually, what their plans are, what they're currently engaged in.
Yes.
Is that correct? All right. I would travel, I would say almost due southwest, and you will cross their caravan path. If you're lucky, you might even get there when there's one passing. And then you can see for yourself and decide what to do at that point. It doesn't appear that they're staying in the oasis, because I have flown past and seen the oasis looking normal, not containing any of these camels or Jogravanans or the scorpion centaur creatures.
And you said west out of the desert. What's on the other side of the desert?
More cities.
How many more cities? We don't.
Oh goodness.
We don't know. I don't know about them. Correct?
No. Well, actually, Gwen knows there's something out there.
Yes. What do I know about it?
Not very much, though, right?
You know at least that there is there's a large sort of agricultural community that seems to be some sort of crossroads, but it's immense. It's the size of Airmaw.
Wow.
But
Okay,
it's
so I
much
share
it's
that.
much more agrarian
Right, and she's met people from
Yes.
the other place, so
Yes, it was a city called Glamaruth.
Glimmeruth. Okay, so I tell them what I know about the size of the city and
Yes, that's sort of the central hub of that community. They grow most of the food for the surrounding towns and villages.
And how far away is that?
Oh, weeks.
Oh, okay. That's why we don't know of
Maybe
it.
months, depending on your travel speed.
Wow.
I have not been to any of the western cities since we've returned. I've been focused on restoring my lair and the immediate goings-on.
Right.
But
how goes the rebuilding of your lair?
I think I'm approaching the end. I'm almost satisfied with it. It needed an immense amount of cleaning. But after almost a century uninhabited, that's not unreasonable.
Excellent.
Do
Well-
dragons ever visit one another's lairs, or is that sort of not done?
By invitation only.
I see.
And more often than not for mating purposes.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
Although there are still some who prefer the ancient methods, which is to sky couple. As one gets older, one needs that sort of vicarious thrill less and less.
Alrighty then.
Sounds dangerous.
It does.
If you don't begin high enough, it comes to a very abrupt end.
One would think.
Wow.
Death by coitus? No thanks.
Well, no, it's not death by coitus, it's death by impact with the ground.
True.
Gosh.
Because it's not the fall.
It's the sudden
Sudden
stop.
stop at the end.
Okay. So we're going to go to the oasis. And maybe they can tell us about stuff.
What kind
Sure.
of stuff?
Do you want to? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we should observe from a distance for a while
Okay.
and see what information we can gather. And then when we're satisfied with that, we could perhaps visit the oasis.
And what was it that we needed to do at the temple?
Nothing.
We're not going to the temple.
We can't really affect the temple because the temple is surrounded by an entire
Right.
And
cities.
you will not want to attempt it. As I have said before, I have not determined a way to investigate the temple myself undetected. Somehow, no matter what form I take, I am discovered and I end up having to flee.
Wow.
So we can't do that.
Yeah. Gosh.
But we could, you know, we could watch from a distance. We could take notes.
Well, what was it that Tremane wanted us to investigate? Why they're not sending message? Why they're not?
Yes, he wants to know what they're up to.
Right.
Yeah, he asked you to find out what they're doing because, apart from the Dragon Festival, there have been no attempted incursions from Jogravanans in nearly a month.
So we want to know what's distracting them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they're just waiting and planning something huge and terrible, or if they are in fact distracted by something else.
Okay. Well, maybe the answer is at this oasis, especially if they're sending such large caravans.
What's northwest of us? Are
Oh.
they going northwest or are they heading out west?
The path from where they are is essentially northwest, but it's northwest over the Great Dunesmount, which is not an easy trip. But then you enter the western regions, and while, as I said, I have not ventured that far since, I do recall there being many settlements. In fact, if you find yourself heading that direction and you end up in Kiln Kuldor, take advantage of what they have to offer. You'll find no finer magical items in the known world.
Ooh.
Where is this?
The far northwest corner of the western areas.
Oh.
Sounds worth checking out.
Just know that you'll have to navigate a waterfall or an escarpment, one of the two, and it's not the easiest thing to get up if you can't fly.
Well, I can now. And I shake out my wings.
Oh.
And Mother Tassa did a little training before I left.
Oh, good. I do recall some of my students having some difficulty mastering it. It is an entirely new set of muscles for your kind, and it does take some practice before it becomes second nature, like walking.
I hope to get a little practice in.
Yes, whenever you can, the more you practice, the more you will be able to accomplish. Did Mother Tassa mention about the climb and glide style of flying?
I believe she did.
Good.
If I remember correctly.
That keeps you from becoming very tired as quickly.
Yeah. Well, gosh, you've been really helpful.
I'm happy to help. I will worry a bit. The desert is not a safe place to travel. I assume that's why they are guarding their caravans with such ugly beasts.
A couple of them?
Dozens.
Oh. So those are big caravan. Wow.
The last caravan I saw, it was only a very quick count, so I'm not certain this is entirely accurate, but it was approximately 4 dozen camels.
Oh, I meant the scorpion things.
Oh, yes, well, they had sufficient guards and sufficient of those creatures to effectively surround 4 dozen camels.
Ooh. This is definitely a reconnaissance mission. That's a lot of people to be trying to fight, which is the 4 of us.
Oh yeah, no, we're strictly recon.
You. Thank you so much. You've given us a lot to think about.
Oh, you're welcome, and please be careful.
We will. Thank you.
We will. Mostly.
Yes, I would expect no different answer.
Well, I guess we should Do you think we should use? Oh no. And I get out the carpet.
Good choice.
Okay. We should get some different clothes. Gwen
Okay.
has some. I'm just thinking, Tasha wears her uniform a lot. Probably not the right choice.
No, we
Right.
need traveling clothes.
Like more
Desert clothes.
Yes,
Desert.
Light colors.
exactly.
to fit in when we start talking to these people.
And wraps to cover our faces when the sands start to move, as they want to do. I'll help them find appropriate gear.
So
Okay.
we'll make a quick stop and get all of that.
All right. It's not difficult to find. Either of the general stores will have everything that you need. You can probably outfit everyone for like 8 silver apiece.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So we do that.
Yeah.
And out of town carrying our carpet.
Okay. The trip through town is uneventful, save, of course, for people recognizing you and shouting hello and waving. And you are, in fact, kind of a big deal. So, heading south out through the southernmost gate, and very quickly the grass gives way to sand with dune grasses and then just sand.
We ride low-ish. Not enough to whip up sand underneath of us, but not too tall that you wouldn't like a camel.
Okay, so what, like
Right.
10 feet off the ground?
I don't know, that's as high as a room, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I've never been on a camel, but I would assume that you'd be up about that high.
Yeah, maybe eight, yeah. They're pretty tall.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 to 10, so we could go 10.
Who is going to be responsible for navigating? I would say
What?
someone with a good survival number.
Gwen.
Survival.
That would be Gwen.
Survival,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a 28.
As the sun climbs up to its highest point in the sky, you are confident that you are headed in a southwesterly direction. It quickly becomes almost boring because it's sand.
Mm-hmm.
There are, of course, occasional hills and valleys. There are places where the wind has created what almost look like waves in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally you see the sand either lighten or darken slightly, but otherwise it's just sand.
I'm enjoying the heat and being back in my home area.
Should we travel at night? How hot is it? I know it's not as hot as it would be in the summer.
At its hottest in the afternoon, it gets up about probably low 90s. So it's warm, but the gear that you bought does help keep you cool, and you do have plenty of water and the ability to make more if you need it.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're able to stay hydrated.
Yeah, okay. All right, well,
So how
I'm
far...
we're looking for tracks also.
Okay, then everybody who's looking for tracks, I need perception checks. And just one perception check for, say, the first leg, however long you decide to go before you stop to take a break.
I got a 22.
21.
23.
I got 21 as well.
Okay.
And we're looking for tracks, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Okay. You're not really seeing anything that looks like tracks of intelligent creatures. It's clear that occasionally you see tracks of what look to be some sort of desert quadrupeds.
Any signs of the big scorpions?
No.
Tracks of those? Okay.
Well, you don't know what those tracks would look like.
Real.
Okay.
And
But
they might.
nothing that between Tasha and Gwen you don't recognize at this point.
Got it.
You're able to say, okay, you know, that's some form of canine, that's dune panthers, you know.
Fun, Dune Panthers. I'm excited. I want to see a Dune Panther.
No, you don't. You don't.
How long
From
do you
far
want
away?
to fly before you take a break?
6. So you think 6 hours? 4?
Could do 8.
I was going to say 6 will put you at about 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
For dinner, we could do that.
All right.
Well, we're not going to go 8 hours without peeing.
No. Yeah, okay, no.
I can, but hey, that's me.
Gosh, no. So about 6 hours we go, and then we're gonna keep an eye out and then stop.
Okay. Would you prefer to stop in at the top of a dune, in a valley between dunes, or in more of a flat space?
Flats.
Okay. All right. As you bring the carpet down, there's a moderate wind blowing, but it's blowing in gusts, so it's not constant. It seems to pick up every so often, and it blows the sand around a little bit. But for the most part, it's light enough not to really raise much of a cloud.
How big is our carpet? 5 by 7? 7 by 10? Do we remember? I'll look it up. I was gonna say we could like set it up so that's kind of around us. 5 by 7. Like sort of set it up as like a lean-to, kind of.
Okay.
A shade.
Yeah, for shade and to kind of keep some of the wind and stuff out. Like a mock teepee.
We could always put the hut up too.
We could.
A tiny hut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I just didn't want to use up any spell points unless we absolutely have to.
One of you can cast the hut as a ritual, can't you?
It's me. It's me.
Yeah, so it won't use a spell slot.
Oh, excellent. As ritual. Okay.
So I do the ritual
Okay.
and create the hut.
Okay. And you get inside and immediately just kind of like, because it's a balmy 70 degrees inside the hut.
Should we set up a watch?
Yeah. I'll go first.
We're just eating, right?
Yeah,
Are we?
but even still,
Okay.
I know this area, and it's best to have a watch, even if we're only just here for a bit.
All right. So whoever's going to watch,
Me.
please make a perception check. I
Hand her
assume.
my shield before she goes on watch. I always hand her my shield.
Oh, okay.
Advantage.
That okay. 29.
You see a lot of sand, but
Thanks for that.
not much else.
Okay.
I'll go after you.
You spot. Well, how long are you gonna sit?
Well, I just figured I would eat my dinner and then spell her so that she can eat hers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, then go ahead. Please make a perception roll as well.
It's 25.
You spot what looks like a dead tree poking out of the sand a little ways off. But otherwise, it's just sand.
Okay. What's for
Would-
dinner? I assume we brought provisions with us.
Yes.
That's what Arabelle went shopping for.
Yeah. Usually we have fresher things the first day, so
Mm-hmm.
still had some cheese and dried meat, fresh bread. Nothing that requires a fire because it's
Too hot.
not hot food.
Right.
All right. And how long do you rest? Like, how long do you take for dinner?
Hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool off.
You're likely going to be able to get another 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours before you lose daylight.
Okay.
Are we okay with traveling at night as well?
I leave that up to Gwen to make that decision.
I mean, many do travel at night in the desert because it's cooler. Will there be a moon this evening?
Let's see what part of the cycle we're at. There is a waning moon.
So there'll be
Probably about
some-
half.
some light. I think that it's okay. Maybe we could go a little higher.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Yeah. I could go for a little bit longer.
All right. How much higher do you wish to go?
We were traveling at what, 10 feet?
About.
You want to go to 25?
Yeah, we can still see about 25 feet away. Yeah. That sounds good.
All right. As the sun sets, the moon comes out, and it is an absolutely clear night, so the stars are out as well. and they are very bright because there is absolutely no other light anywhere in your seeing.
Oh my gosh. I am in heaven. Oh,
It
so
is
there's
beautiful.
yeah. So there's no other light. That's good. We don't see any lights with, people at fires or whatnot.
Everybody make a perception check.
Ooh. 25. Ooh. I rolled a 19. I'm sure you
So
didn't
you
roll.
rolled great.
Yeah, this time I did.
And Tasha? 28. Okay. You see starlight. You see moonlight. You see pale sand bathed in this soft, almost bluish white light.
Pretty.
But that's it.
Okay.
So how much further do you want to go? Like, how late do you want to travel?
Another
Maybe midnight.
All right.
That gets us what, another 6 hours?
About?
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Rest and sleep.
All right. Gwen, I need you to make another survival check, please.
That's a 30.
Yeah, it's easier, actually, to navigate at night because you know the stars and you know what stars should be in the southwestern portion of the sky. So you can kind of sight off those to make sure you're headed in the right direction.
Nice.
Midnight rolls around. You have not seen another living creature.
Is this wait, we're going southwest, right?
Mhm.
Is this about as far as we went to save Gwen, or is it further?
Further.
Okay. Okay, and we haven't seen any. Remind me, did we see tracks up to the point where it disappeared? Do you know what I'm talking about? When
No.
we got near the invisible town.
Oh
invisible
yeah,
X-
the hallucinatory terrain.
right, but up to the point of the hallucinatory terrain, were there tracks?
Yes.
Okay, so if we see something and then they'd nothing, then we would know that there's hallucinatory terrain.
Hallucinatory terrain, yes.
That's right.
So far, all the tracks you've seen, you have essentially crossed. So they've gone, this way or that way, and you've sort of sailed over them.
Got it. Like destinations where they're going. Okay.
Mhm. Midnight rolls around. What's the plan?
How's everyone feeling?
Well, we can't go too much longer, right? Because then we'd be tired.
Then exhaustion kicks in, yes.
Right.
In our hut.
Yeah, I don't think we need the mansion, just the hut, because it's
Yeah,
fairly
there's just
nice.
the 4 of us,
Yeah.
and we've got food.
Yeah.
So okay, I do the ritual again.
Okay.
I make the hut, and then I sleep.
Yes. So, before
Is this-
everybody heads off to sleep, go ahead.
Oh, I was
Gwen.
just going to say, this is so much more comfortable than when I was last traveling through here. I didn't have my own portable hut.
No.
Or an Arabelle with the food.
Do you think I should practice flying on guard, or should I just stay in the hut when I'm in guard?
Stay in the hut.
Well, it's actually cooled off quite a bit.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about something, unexpected trying to eat you.
Okay.
It's probably best to stay together.
All right.
Not that I'm paranoid, but I'm paranoid.
Right. I will take first watch
Okay.
as usual.
Okay. I'll take third.
I'll take second.
Great.
And Arabelle will take last, as normal. All
And
right.
then I
How
pass out.
How many hours are we? Oh, are we doing each person does 2?
Yeah. That
Oh.
sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, Zorith, if you would, make a perception check.
Not bad. 12 plus perception 6, 18.
Your 2 hours pass uneventfully. At one point, far, far off in the distance, you hear a wolf howl. But,
So exciting.
A wolf.
yes.
Wolf. Ow.
But otherwise, your
Arr.
watch is uneventful. Boring,
All right.
really.
I'm gonna wake up Gwen and I ask her if she would like me to stay with her for the next 2 hours or if I'll go to sleep and get up with Arabelle for the last 2 hours. Because I
You
only
should get
need
some
4.
sleep.
Okay. So then I will go to bed.
Okay. Gwen, if you could make a
Yes.
perception check, please.
Happy to. It's a 27.
Wow.
It's a beautiful night. It's actually fairly easy to see. Essentially, the entire desert is bathed in dim light. And it's really beautiful. It almost, if you forget the fact that there are other people with you, it almost feels like the older days.
It does. Usually I would have sat up writing letters to people who shall not be named, but I don't have to do that now.
And your watch passes uneventfully.
Very good. So I wake up Tasha.
I wake up.
Then perception check for you, please.
Um, 18. I rolled low.
Clearly. The 2 hours pass with no interruption. Nothing particularly interesting. You too probably find yourself spending a lot of time staring up. Because it's the most
Because-
interesting thing to look at.
Because the stars are pretty. And they're so clear
Mm-hmm.
and bright.
Right about the time your watch ends, you see the faintest light appearing on the eastern horizon.
Alright.
Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning.
All is quiet.
Yes. Very uneventful, but pretty.
Get a few more hours of sleep.
Okay. I go back to sleep.
All right. Then Arabelle, if you would make me a perception check.
$32.
Again, as the sun rises, it's uneventful. At one point, you have a kind of start as you think you see something moving a ways off back the way you came, but when you focus on it, you don't see anything.
Zori's up by now, right?
Yes.
I mentioned it to her.
Do you think we should go? Do you think we should go investigate that direction when everybody's up?
You can check. It's back the way we came, but just to be safe that nothing's sneaking up on us.
Yeah, maybe. We'll wait until everybody gets up and then ask, I suppose.
Prayers. And make some breakfast.
Okay. The sun is fully visible in the eastern sky when everyone else climbs back to consciousness. Still relatively cool, but you can feel that the temperature is rising again.
And we got a long rest.
Mm-hmm. You did indeed.
We explain that there might have been something towards behind us if we want to go check that out.
I can hike over and check it out.
How far was it, Game Master Arabo?
It was probably some like 30, 40 feet back from where you're at.
Oh, so relatively close.
It was over the top of a nearby dune. So
Okay. Okay, we can let Gwen go look, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look. So I'll just hustle over there.
okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
$26.
You see a set of tiny little footprints
How
that
tiny?
about an inch. Yeah. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage.
26.
Dune hair.
Dune hair?
Yeah, dune hair.
Okay. So
Was a wee little desert bunny.
I come back and report in. Tell them what they saw.
Sorry, I had to pick my spells.
Good eyes to catch sight of one.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Well, yeah. You were probably not looking in that particular direction at that particular moment.
Well, since we know there's nothing big behind us, let's get on the carpet and head on out.
Sounds good.
15 or 25 today. 15 feet or 25 feet from the...
During the day, probably stay a little lower.
Okay, 15. And Gwen can lead us. I will...
All right. Gwenlaren, survival check, please.
Sure.
This is all about you, baby.
Well, it's my home court advantage. 27.
27.
About 6 hours, yeah? maybe 4, do you think, today? Split
Well,
up into
you are
4s?
getting started much earlier.
Right.
You're probably on the move by 8.
I don't know.
Well, maybe 9,
Yeah, because we have to eat breakfast.
because there was 8 hours of resting. So
I think we can easily go until, 2,
Yeah.
3.
Mhm.
all right,
Sounds good.
everyone, go ahead and make perception checks.
I'm rolling much better. Dirty 20.
Nice.
25.
29.
My number tonight, 32.
Wow.
Impressive.
At one point, both Arabelle and Tasha spot something moving probably 100 yards off to the left of the way you're traveling, and you see one of those giant scorpions just sort of scuttling.
Gobble.
Doesn't appear to have noticed you. It's not traveling your direction. But it's one of the first things you've seen while you've been traveling.
That's so. Question: we know they're wild,
Mhm.
and then the Jogravanans have just not tamed them, but just used them.
They've trained them.
Okay, so this would not be. Got it. Just a wild one.
Looks that way.
Wild, wild west.
Well, wild southwest.
Okay.
Otherwise, the first leg of the journey for today is uneventful. It does seem to be getting a little warmer than it was the day before, but you are going further south. And the wind has picked up a little bit more, and it's a little bit more constant. So you're getting buffeted a little as you're flying. Not terrible, but enough that you notice. And you make it to however long you wanted your first leg to be.
About 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop for lunch like we did yesterday.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat. Set up the dome. Have some lunch.
Have a watch.
Mm-hmm.
Spell the watch.
Yep.
Okay.
I go first.
And then I'll spell her when when we're finished.
$28.
While you're watching, you see a furry head sort of pop up over one of the dunes, probably about 25 feet away. And it just pops up. It's pale, sort of sandy brown fur, pointed muzzle, black nose, triangular ears. And it's just kind of looking
Like a cat?
like
a desert fox.
like a desert fox.
Oh.
Point it out. Point it out to us so I can see it.
I point out the desert fox.
Thanks.
Ooh.
And you see it's just kind of sitting there. You anticipate it's probably kind of laying on the top of the dune, just kind of watching to see what all you're doing.
We're in dome.
we're-
It can't
we're in
see
the-
us, right?
Yeah.
Well, that all depends. Have you made the dome opaque? If you just put it up for protection, you make it whatever color you want, but otherwise it's translucent if you don't automatically make it a color.
No, I made it sand colored.
Okay.
I would assume that every time it's been put up, it's
Yeah.
so nobody can see in through it, but
Uh-huh.
that's just
All right.
me. We'll have to say it from now on.
Well, you see the fox sort of get up and just come trotting down the dune
Mm-hmm.
towards where the general area of the dome, and it stops about 10 feet away, and it's just, you see its nose kind of like,
Can smell our food.
but it looks all around and ends up just walking away, and it can't
Am
see
I on
anything.
watch yet?
No, this was happening during Tasha's.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
now if you want to take your watch, you certainly can.
Okay. Are we doing perception?
Yes.
Okay. 23.
Nothing of note.
Okay. I'll just keep a sharp eye.
All right. You finish eating. Nothing troublesome.
Once lunch is done, rinse, repeat for tomorrow. Or, I mean,
Yeah.
from the same day.
Clean up, pack up, head out.
So
Okay.
Go till about midnight.
3 to 8. It's about 9 hours, right? So we might take a small break in there, like go 4.5, take a quick rest, pee break, etc., and then go for another 4.5,
Right.
because that'll get us to midnight. Yeah.
Okay. As you are flying as the sun is setting, everybody go ahead and make another perception check for that leg of the trip.
Not as good.
28.
14.
Max roll 33.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
This area that you've been traveling through, there are actually occasionally the remains of trees, like dead trees still standing upright, although some have fallen. There's the occasional outcropping of rock or a large boulder. You've gotten used to seeing that sort of thing. As the sun is setting, Pam, you are looking straight ahead and you see in the distance, probably 90 feet, 100 feet ahead of you, something massive is emerging out of the sand. And then you see another one. And another one. And another one. 5 total. And these shapes begin to lumber toward the carpet. As the sand finishes falling from them, you can see misshapen creatures, diseased or rotted, you're not quite sure, but they're about 11 feet tall.
Are they bipedal? Are they?
Yes. Let's see. Gwen, go ahead and make a survival check.
We are, by the way, 25 feet up.
Okay.
That was
21.
They look like ogres, but
weird.
they don't look well, if they are.
They got the scurvy.
They should have eaten more oranges.
Oh, yeah.
So do we all see them now?
Mm-hmm. And you see them reaching down and burying their hands into the sand.
Uh-oh.
And then their hands come back up and they've got,
Big rocks.
could be a rock, could just be a really thick clump of sand. And they haul back. Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Guess we've
5
been
of
spotted.
them? Shoo! Of course. Of course. Friggity brick cracker. I swear I don't even know why I roll.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, of all the rolls to be crap on, might as well be initiative.
Oh, jeez, okay.
She's okay.
Ooh, they big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Let's see.
Hmm.
I mean, if we don't want to engage, we can just disappear and sail away, but
We can definitely try to go higher.
Yeah.
All right.
then
or we
if
can
we
enjoy
do-
the break from the boredom and,
Or-
dispatch them.
If we fall out of the sky, then oh bueno.
Pretty bad.
All right,
Mhm.
Gwen Lauren, what'd you get for an ish?
27.
Tasha.
23.
Zorith.
12.
And Arabelle.
16.
All right. Well, Gwen Lauren, you are up first.
Okay.
You're 25 feet up on the carpet. You're about 60-ish feet away.
So we want to do this, right?
I guess.
So I will cast Lightning Arrow at 3rd level. The one that's closest to us.
Okay.
Lightning and sand make glass,
They do. They do indeed.
we hope.
So this is. Let's see. a ranged weapon attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to roll for that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a 24 to hit.
Easily. They are very large and rather slow. Got to get the right dice.
Yeah, I do. It's like I have a huge pile of dice in front of me, and not one of them is the one I'm looking for. How is that possible?
Just lucky, I guess.
I guess so. Still not the right ones. No, I found it. Okay, good. Okay, so that is. Let's see, what, 4d8 damage. Well, they have to make a saving throw. Dex of 19.
Okay. Yeah, they don't make it.
Okay, so they take 4d8 lightning damage. So that's 21 points of damage.
All right. Your arrow strikes the creature dead center mass, and you see the lightning crackle all over its body. You see smoke rising from its
Nice.
body. It doesn't seem to notice.
Okay. Each creature within 10 feet of that one must also make a dex saving throw.
There are no other creatures within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm going to, at this point, also use my primeval awareness as my actual action, since that was my bonus action.
Okay.
And just sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fiends, or undead are present within a mile. Or within 6 miles, because it's my favorite terrain.
You do sense undead.
So I pass along to my companions. Pretty sure they're undead. Dude.
You do, however, sense more than you see.
Oh.
And there's probably more than these 5. That's why I wanted to check.
Do we want to hop on the carpet? I
see.
mean, like, are we still on the carpet?
Yeah.
Is that what we? Okay.
She
do we want to
was
take it higher?
firing from a kneeled position on the carpet.
Do I just want to take it higher and go away?
Yeah.
We can disappear. I can cast greater invisibility on us once we're up and away and not in combat.
Tasha, it is your turn.
Lynette.
Yeah, I know. I know it's me. Like, do I have anything like good against zombies?
Fire works well against zombies. I don't know. You think it would.
Try Eldritch Blast.
Okay. And which one, or ones, are you going to attack with it?
The one what's closest.
The one that Gwen shot.
I'll shoot that one first.
Okay.
Okay, 27 to hit.
Yes.
7 points of damage. Does that seem to have any effect?
Yeah. You blast it with eldritch energy, and you see a chunk of its body just kind of go. Bleh. And again, it does not seem cognizant of the fact that any damage is being done to it.
I do that 2 more times. Same thing.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 to hit and a 25 to hit.
Both hit.
$18 points of damage.
Between Gwen's lightning and your eldritch blasts, it looks like a little bit more than half of this creature's mass has been burned or blown away.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't stopped moving. It hasn't.
Ugh.
It paid no attention. At this point, you hear a harsh, grating laugh.
So nice of you to come and visit.
And you see rising up out of the sand the skeletal remains of a blue dragon.
Oh my god.
Uh,
A Dracolich? A Dracolich?
This is not looking good.
you were not kidding about the whole trying to kill us part.
Real.
Wow.
Why don't you come down and we'll talk?
And it just kind of, in a very disturbing way, just kind of... You pretty sure it's looking at you? It's kind of hard to tell.
Got no eyeballs.
Yeah, you know that the skull is pointed in your direction.
Brutal.
Let's play. What would you like to talk about? Are you lonely?
A crossing fee.
What did you have in mind for a crossing fee?
What have you got to offer?
Well, we definitely have some rations we could throw your way. It looks like you haven't eaten in a while.
I've heard better.
Well, what would we like to offer?
Are you looking for monetary items? Like things that are worth a lot of money?
Coins are always good. Gems are always good.
Do we have we have a fancy gem?
Mm-hmm.
Which one do we have?
Star sapphire. Star sapphire.
Ah, but is it in the portable hole?
It is. Damn
So
it.
yeah, we can't open that.
No.
What do we have that's not in the portable hole?
I don't have anything.
I have a potion of exhaustion resistance.
So that Arabelle's really going to be involved in negotiating with a huge undead creature. Just throwing that out.
Real.
Paladin.
I'm not all that excited about it as well.
Yeah. Not exactly thinking of talking to it.
Well, I'm just buying time so you all can be thinking about what you want to do.
As this discussion is happening, are you still moving forward on the carpet?
No.
No.
Okay.
We would not have. We would have stopped where we were.
Towards
All right.
the thing? No.
And it raised a skeletal talon with just little tiny bits of rotted flesh hanging off it, and just kind of moved its hand, and all of the zombies just lurched to a stop, and they're just kind of frozen in like backswing, getting ready to throw what they have in their clutches.
I mean, if we have something decent to offer.
Oh.
I really don't. I mean, we're kind of light. We're kind of traveling fairly light in order to get through the desert.
We have coins, right?
I have 100 platinum.
That's all we have, though. I mean, like,
Total?
No, well,
no.
that's what
just-
I have.
Yeah, platinum and stuff. What is the cost to pass?
I'm feeling generous today. Make me an offer.
50 platinum?
We don't kill you?
I said an offer, not an insult.
He meant 50 platinum each.
And that is supposed to be marketably better.
Well, it's 4 times better.
We don't have that much. We're flying light.
Four more servants.
Oh, shit.
And it moves its talon, and the zombies once again start moving forward.
Oh,
What would be a better offer to you? Hold back your minions while we negotiate. You said we were here for a visit. Does that not make us your guests?
Ah. So you're the funny one.
Apparently. But if we're your guests, it would be rude to send someone to attack us.
Well, how fortunate for me that you're not my guests.
And
So,
Arabelle?
Yes.
If we pick up initiative where we left off, you're next.
Okay.
Do you want me to continue to try to negotiate with him?
No.
Okay.
Just trying to find the range here.
We don't have favored, unfavored, or whatever it is, dragon stuff, right? It's not like 3rd edition where they have an unfavored immunity, like an immunity, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like favored enemy or something?
No, like blue is ice or lightning, and they also don't like fire or what, you know what I'm saying?
There's vulnerabilities, if that's what you're thinking of.
That's what I was thinking
For
of, yes.
most creatures.
But
Not
it
in
is
5th.
undead, so anything that would bother the undead. I'm hoping
Yeah.
maybe, paladin type stuff.
Yeah, we're
Melee
way
type
far
stuff.
out of range from it for me to turn or anything. But we are close enough that I can hit it with a guiding bolt. Perhaps. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Not at that level. Let's see. Yeah, I think I am. If it's undead, don't hit it with necrotic. That's my
Right.
let's see. This is gonna be radiant damage. Be 22 points of radiant as a guiding bolt comes streaking through the sky.
You see it strike the creature in the chest, and it just goes.
Well, at least I know which body to turn first.
Zorith?
Mm.
I hate elephants.
I am going to cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
Okay, a hail of rock-hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. 20-foot radius. That's about just on him.
Blue's lightning, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dex saving throw. So, dex saving throw 17.
All right, so how big is it?
20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay. So you have a choice. You can hit the Dracolich and a ogre, or you can hit 2 ogres.
Well, the Dracolich, because he's the one controlling them. right? Yeah, I mean, yeah. The Dracolich and a thing.
All right.
And then it's considered difficult terrain.
For him.
Yes, we're not on the ground, so I imagine that difficult terrain would be difficult for them to walk through.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Right? Okay. Yeah, it says hailstones turns the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of your next turn.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's not very much, but 13 and 46. Shoot. 13, so 26.
All right.
And does it do any damage? Like,
It does a little bit. It seems to hurt the zombie more than it hurts the Dracolich.
mm-hmm.
The Dracolich springs up into the air, skeletal wings beating in a way that shouldn't work, but it does. And it partially leaps out of the area as the spell takes effect. It does.
So he's taken to the sky?
Yep.
I'm gonna cast reverse gravity.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I assume you're using sorcery points.
A sorcery point to do, reverse gravity.
Okay.
Let me find my sorcery points here.
And it gets 2
For a quicken.
for a quicken spell,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if this works like I need it to work. What?
I'm like here for it. I just can't wait.
So,
Surprise.
Oh, is that me? How do we find out how far it is?
It's a 100-foot range.
No, how do I find out how far I am from the Dracolich? I forget.
You're not over 100 feet.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but
I think
that's
you have
not
to
what I
click
wanna
on
do.
one of the icons that's like a ruler.
Oh, whatever I did, I didn't want to do it. Shoot.
That's good.
That wasn't me, but I don't know how to get rid of this orange thing now.
Yeah, I think only you can see that.
No.
Oh.
We can all see it.
I can't see it.
Oh. So anyhow, reverse gravity. So I need to find out how big it is also, because it's going to be bigger than, it's 50 feet, a 50-foot radius.
Yep. This thing is about... I mean, you'll get it. With a 50-foot radius, you'll get it
I
easy.
want to see what else I can get with the 50-foot radius. That's what I was saying, like him, and
let's
there's
see.
going to be other... I don't know how to get rid of that thing. I'm super sorry.
You can get, if you center it on the Dracolich, you can get 3 of the zombies as well.
Okay. Okay. So now there's 2 things that are going to happen. The dragon is going to come down and the zombies are going to go up. Because it's reversing gravity.
Right.
Right.
So the dragon is going to hit the ground with force. The zombies will just be up in the air and unable to, well, I don't know how they're going to move or do whatever. Like, I don't know. I imagine like Matrix
Flailing
like,
around.
flailing, like, what the heck is going on? So, okay. I don't know if was that helpful? Was any of that information helpful? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spell too.
Oh, okay.
So what is their DC?
Dex 17.
Three zombies go. The Dracolich goes.
Ah. I know that trick.
Counterspelled it or something?
No, I just made a save.
Oh.
Yes. Can I cancel the concentration?
You can cancel a concentration effect anytime.
Okay, when he says that, I'm gonna cancel the concentration spell, and they should all fall to the ground from 100 feet.
Well, they won't have fallen that far in a single round.
Okay,
So they'll be falling.
They have fallen up about 30 feet this round.
Oh, they haven't gone that far yet.
They will
So
reach the top of the area when you cast this spell.
Oh, so they go immediately?
They move fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it says they can make
Yep.
a dex saving throw to grab onto a fixed object it can reach. So technically, the dragon would not be able to, even if it made it, it would not be able to stop.
Well,
Because,
what happened was it simply assumed a station keeping. Like, it's not trying to go up or down. It's just holding its position. So the
Okay.
reverse of gravity, it's still holding its position.
okay, well then, if he's not going to take it, then I'm going to cancel I'll do it on the next person's turn. Like, I guess if I can't do it this turn, I will. Whoever goes next, Does that make sense, or can I do it now?
It would seem you could do it now if they're already there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is an action and how much of it is.
I would say that you take your action, cast it, have the effect happen, and then you just stop concentrating. So it
Okay.
can happen instantaneously.
Okay, so I'll do that, and then they would fall.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of the thing is they go up 100 feet and then down 100 feet almost instantly. I think that's
At the speed of terminal velocity?
that was my understanding.
Well, the dex save is only if there's an object to reach, right?
Object to hold on to.
It says it can make a saving throw to grab a fixed object it can reach. But if there isn't one, then it doesn't get a dex save, right?
Well, but if it's flying,
No, not the dragon. I'm talking about.
Oh, no,
the
I was
thing.
asking about the dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
I'm saying that because the dragon was essentially just moving forward, it wasn't trying to go up or down, that it's essentially still sort of hovering. It's just because it made its save, it figured out to sort of flip the way it was hovering.
But it says you only get a save if there's a fixed object to hold on to. Otherwise, you don't get a save.
Right.
Otherwise, I
If-
wouldn't have taken. I
right.
wouldn't have taken this.
If they
I
were
wouldn't have taken this thing.
if they were on the ground, yes. I'm saying because this creature was in the air.
Right, but my whole intention of taking this was to take the dragons that were in the air and pummel them to the ground. That was the whole point in
And-
taking this.
If it had failed its save, that's exactly what would have happened.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, if they're not anchored to the ground, then they go, and they don't get a save unless there's something.
Yeah.
To hold
It
on.
says there's no carve out for flying creatures. All creatures and objects that aren't somehow anchored to the ground in the area fall upward and reach the top of the area when you cast this spell.
A creature can make a dex saving throw to grab onto an object it can reach, thus avoiding the fall. But there's no objects around.
And also, it would be in the air, so it couldn't. Otherwise, there's no point for me to take this. That's why I knew we would be fighting dragons.
Okay, what I'm seeing is if it's a creature that's actually flying with wings, they're affected. If it's a creature riding something that flies, like a carpet or a broom, the object isn't affected, but the creatures on it are. If it's a creature that is flying because of magic, from a potion of flying, from a fly spell, or the undead flight of a Dracolich, they're not affected. So if it was a regular dragon, it would be affected.
Okay.
Okay. Dragon is taken care of. Then I would like to plummet the 3 gentlemen to their death.
Yes. I was in the process of figuring out how much damage they take when they hit the ground.
Okay, so reverse gravity doesn't.
Oh, no, I did figure that out. Okay. All 3 of them come plummeting out of the sky and hit the sand with kind of a wet splat. The one that also got caught in the ice storm is climbing to its feet. There's very little flesh left on it. The other 2 are mangled and broken, but still climbing to their feet.
Okay. All right, thanks.
All right.
Gosh darn it. I don't know how to get rid of that circle, Jeff. I'm sorry. I don't know
That's
how to
all
use
right.
anything about Foundry.
That's all right. It's not hurting anything. Let's see. Tasha, does a 14 hit you? If you talk into the microphone, I can hear you.
No,
Okay.
I have an 18 armor class.
All right.
Sorry.
Arabelle, does a 19 hit you? Does? Okay.
It does.
All right, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make either athletics or acrobatics from the zombie throwing something at you. You basically just got hit with a massive clump of wet sand.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I need you to make either an acrobatics or athletics, whichever you choose.
A natural 20 plus 2, 22.
Yeah, you have no problem staying on the carpet. A second clump hits you for 6 points, and I need you to make another athletics or acrobatics.
I want sand that stays together 75 feet in the air. That would be a 3.
You get knocked off the carpet. And you take 10 points of falling damage when you hit the ground. Let's see. Gwenlaren, does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right, you take 10 points of damage, and I will need you to make either acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
I guess I'll do acrobatics.
Okay.
26.
Easily. You have seen what's coming, and you brace. And then the last one... also hits you for 9 points of damage, and I will need you to make another save.
It's better. 27.
Yeah. Again, you sort of brace. All right, we are back to the top of the marching order for round 2 here. So, Gwenlaren.
Okay, so I am going to cast Conjure Barrage. Wait, where did it go? Yep. Conjure Barrage. So I'm going to toss an arrow in the air and let loose with a barrage of arrows toward the dragon.
Okay.
So, do I have to cast, do I have to roll to hit, or does it just get a save?
I don't know.
It says each creature in a 60-foot cone must succeed on a dex saving throw.
Then I'm pretty sure that they have to save.
Okay.
So what's the DC?
The DC is dex of 19.
Okay, well, all of the ogres fail because it's impossible
Okay.
for them to make that.
Okay.
The Draco Lich also fails, but it uses one of its legendary resistances to succeed instead.
Okay, so it will take half damage.
Okay.
All right, so it's 18 points of damage for everybody, 9 for the Dracolich. And I yell to him, we are the 4, and you should have bargained. And then with my bonus action, I mark him as my favorite foe.
Okay.
So, in World of Warcraft, when the hunters used to do a mark, it used to be this big arrow, like pointing down, and that's what I imagined. Like this big mystical
Hit
arrow would just be
him!
like, bing, bing.
All right. Up next, Tasha.
How are they spread out? Like, okay, so here's the Dracolich
Mm-hmm.
in the back, right?
Yes.
And then there's 4 zombies or ogres, right?
Yeah. Aha. Figured
did
it out.
I've been trying to do that constantly.
You have to click on the L ruler and then click on the circle, and it will then change the centers of those circles to things that you can then click on and just hit delete.
Okay,
Oh,
and so
okay, I tried.
are we in the? We're over here, like far, like a bit away from them.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. I am going to cast Shatter on the zombie that's closest to us,
Okay.
and see what that does. Constitution saving throw.
All right.
17.
They had a chance of making it, but not with a 2. So go ahead and roll your damage.
18.
Wow. There is a almost ear-shattering blast of thunder, and you see the ogre shake, and as it shakes, what remaining flesh was on it pretty much all kind of just flies off.
Ew.
There's a little bit of flesh left on its head, and it's still standing.
Ugh.
But you figure probably not for a whole lot longer.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I can do.
The Dracolich says,
That's adorable. You can count yourselves. Ha ha ha.
Gwen said, we're the 4.
Oh, I see. It means nothing to him.
And it opens its maw and pulls its head back
Counterspell.
and goes,
Wah!
you can't counterspell dragon breath.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So, I need everyone but Arabelle to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I got a natural 19.
I did too.
Oh, that's awesome. 23.
And this is Dex, right?
Far
Yes.
off the ground are
Yeah,
they?
so
What, babe?
How far off the ground is the carpet?
She
we were,
said
what,
25,
15?
25 feet.
Oh, 25.
27.
Okay. Well, you all collectively managed to move the carpet out of the way of the full brunt of the blast. So you all take 37 points of electrical damage. And at this point, I need everyone who is susceptible to fear. I know that within a certain radius of Arabelle, you lose that, but I believe the folks on the carpet are out of that range.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet.
Okay. Then the 3 people on the carpet, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
I am immune to being frightened.
Then everybody on the carpet except Gwen Lauren.
Charmed and magic can't put you to sleep, so no. Well, what'd you say it was?
Wisdom saving throw.
22.
17.
Tasha, you feel this creature's presence as it focuses on everyone on the carpet. You feel this shudder, but you manage to resist the fear. Zorith, you succumb to the fear.
I don't think elves can. Can they?
For fear, yeah.
Okay.
Or they have advantage against charm, but not.
Which means that as of right now, you are at disadvantage for all attacks and saving throws and skill checks. You may, however, at the end of your turn, attempt to save again. And let's see, Arabelle. That would be your turn.
I had already planned to do this, so it will help you, Zori, on your next roll. I cast Beacon of Hope. It's 30 feet, so they're above me 25 feet, so they should all get it.
Okay.
So everyone gets advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And maximum number of hit points possible from any healing that happens in the next 10 rounds.
Excellent.
And I'm going to move 30 feet. I don't have to be once they're cast on them, I don't think I have to stay within range. It doesn't say that. It says
Okay.
Choose any within range, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's my turn.
All right. Zorith. This round, whatever you do is at disadvantage. At the end of the round, you can try to make the save again.
Right, but the Beacon of Hope.
Well, yes, but that happens at the end of her round. She'll get advantage on the attempt to save, but it doesn't happen until the end of her round.
Okay.
Wouldn't it just negate advantage, disadvantage?
No, because it's only advantage on wisdom saving throws.
I misunderstand. Okay.
Yeah.
How far are we away?
From the Dracolich, about 100 feet. The zombies are closer.
Well,
The Dracolich is actually 105 feet away from you, Zorith. Be 100 feet away from Tasha, 95 feet away from Gwen Lauren.
oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. we're too far away.
Well, I believe you were the one actually piloting the carpet. Gwen was telling you what direction to go, but you're the one who's actually piloting the carpet, so you could move all of you closer.
Well, I don't know that we want to be closer. I don't know. I'm literally so over my head right now, I can't even see straight.
I think Zori can move towards the creature while she's frightened.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After this, if she makes it, she could, but I don't think she'll willingly move towards it.
Oh, okay. Hey, all right. I only have one of those. I'm gonna cast. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on. I know I have a meta magic for this. Oh, empower. Okay. But only if that's no bueno. Okay. I am going to cast Chain Lightning.
Okay.
And how far is the dragon from the things on the ground?
It's within 5 feet of 2, 10 feet or 15 feet of 1, like 25 feet of 1, and probably 35, 40 feet of 1.
Okay. So, well, each target must be within 30 feet of the first target.
So you can get the Dracolich and 4 of the 5 ogres.
Okay. Three other targets. Okay. Target must make a dex saving throw. Okay, and that is dex 17.
Okay, well, the zombies have a very, very small chance of making it. That would be a no. That would be a no. That would be a no. And that would be a no. Now the Dracolich. And it's dex?
It is.
Yep.
Chain lightning.
The Dracolich makes it. The zombies do not.
Well, I rolled quite a few 8s. Hold on, now I gotta add. Nope, that didn't help me at all. You're silly. Okay, so it should be, hold on, let me do this right. $48 points
Ouch.
of damage. Yeah, I rolled a bunch of 8s that time. It was good, and if I hadn't, I was going to empower, which does not work the way that you think it works. It's just you can reroll 4 of the dice, and that's a sorcery point. Confirm, and then how did we do? How did we do?
3 of the zombies are blasted to pieces. And
okay.
the Dracolich just kind of, it almost looks like it stretches in pleasure as the lightning hits it.
It likes lightning.
I was thinking it was necromantic, so that screwed us up really bad.
It probably retains its dragon. But you got rid of the undead zombie things. Well,
Right.
Yep.
that's a bonus because they're not hitting us too. Okay, Nick.
I curse. I swear many things. And then I'm going to cast again, quicken.
Okay.
1, 2. And I am going to cast Nope, that will not work. That will not work. I'm gonna use the staff of frost again, and I'm gonna do ice storm
Okay.
again to bludgeon.
At this point, you can either get the Dracolich or you can get the 2 remaining ogres. You're not going to be able to do
Right.
more than that because of the way that they're spaced out.
If we hit the Dracolich, I just literally gave him back hit points, I'm sure. So I am going to... Is he still up in the air?
Mm-hmm.
And he's how far up in the air?
About 20 feet.
Okay, so if a 40-foot cylinder would still get him.
Yes.
Hi, okay. I'm gonna go him first. I mean, I'm gonna get him.
All right, and that's a dex save.
That's a dex 17 save, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
This one not so much. A 4 and a 6, that's 10. And then 4d6 cold. A 6, a 6, a 5, and a 1. So 17, 18 of cold.
All right, so that's a total of...
I was doing it separately, and now I don't remember what my first one was because I... Does anybody remember what I said my first one was? Oh yeah, a 6 and a 4, which was 10.
Okay.
And then 18, 28.
All right.
Which is half of the damage that I gave him back, so. Oop.
Well, it didn't look like it healed at all
Oh,
when you hit it with the lightning.
Because that would have sucked. But Zorth just swears constantly.
All right.
Sorry it took so long.
Now it is the zombies' turn. This one... Oops. Moves up to Arabelle and swings this, kind of looks like it once was a piece of a tree, but it's quite dead.
Oh, I need to check on my save.
Yes.
With
What?
With advantage.
advantage.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. So an 18 plus. What is it that we're saving?
Wisdom.
So a 19 was my advantage one.
You force the fear down, and it is
Okay,
no longer
okay.
affecting you.
Okay.
Have mercy.
Arabelle, does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. As this thing brings this massive, gnarled tree limb down right into your right side. And the other one... Gwen, does a 19 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics roll. Or save, yeah, skill check, yeah.
22.
Once again, you are well braced, and it moves you maybe half an inch on the carpet, and that's it.
Okay.
And now we're back to the top of the order for round 3. That would be Gwen, your turn.
Okay. There's no sign of this thing's jar, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Around it in the sand?
If you want to make a perception check as your action,
I will.
okay, go ahead and roll perception.
24.
You see there is what looks to almost be a sinkhole beneath where the dragon came out of the sand. But apart from zombie remains and zombie bits, you don't see anything else on the surface.
Okay.
Right. Liches. Forgot.
Elpis or something.
Hmm?
The jar is called something, but I can't remember.
Like a phylactery?
Phylactery. Yeah.
Yep. Next up is Tasha.
I cast Shatter again.
Okay.
Mm.
There are 2 zombies left.
Okay.
The one that's fighting Arabelle is the one that has oh so little flesh left on it.
That one.
Okay.
17 Constitution.
No.
Points of damage.
Arabelle, as you're standing getting ready to deal with this thing, you are like, dead center for another explosion of thunder, and this thing literally rattles apart and falls to the ground in a pile of bone.
Do I need to make a
Nice.
save?
No.
I didn't cast it on you.
I thought it was a area.
Well, one of these things kind of takes up the whole area of it, I think.
Okay.
All right. The Dracolich begins to move through the air Gets to about here, pulls its head back again, and breathes at the carpet again. So, dexterity saving throw for everyone. Except Arabelle.
22.
26.
17.
Gwenlauren, Tasha, you take 30 points of lightning damage. Zorith, you take 59 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
You said 30 points?
Yes. And Arabelle.
All right, I'm going to move one back, and I think that'll get me 30 feet from everybody. And I will cast Mass Cure Wounds with the staff. And since we're at max, everyone gets 36 points back.
Oh, nice.
Then I will take my remaining 25 movement and move towards the thing.
Okay.
I want to go. I want to go diagonals.
If you use the keypad.
Yeah. I did my arrow. That's 25. Just had to get to where it was pointing.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Zorith. There is a zombie left and the dragon.
How does a zombie look?
Beat to shit.
Okay.
It is showing more bone than flesh.
Okay. So I am going to cast how far away are we from it? I'm sorry. Is it 100?
It's closer now. Like 75 feet? 70 feet? 75 feet?
I'm gonna move the carpet. Hang on, I say. And I'm gonna move the carpet 15 feet closer.
Okay.
So,
Move yourself 15 feet closer, and then everyone else can move.
I don't know how to do that.
Cursor keys.
No, I
Like-
can't.
Click on your token and then use the cursor keys.
We're all moving toward the lich, Dracolich.
Yeah, just 15 feet.
So 3 spaces.
Let me see. I might be able to do all three of you at once. So just straight left.
Yeah, that's fine. If it'll get me within 6. Oh, yeah. Haha. Okay. At least I figured that part out. I'm gonna go Cone of Cold.
Ooh, okay.
At it. So 60-foot cone.
All right. And its save is what? Or does
Con 17.
con 17. Okay. Oh my god. It has a
That's-
plus 12 to its con save, and it failed.
Oh,
Who
that's
did?
helpful.
The zombie?
The
The
Dracolich.
Dracolich.
Oh shit.
What did I do? Con 8d8 cold. Eight d8. Okay, I have to count. Sorry. Oh God, sorry, counting. 24, 21, 45.
Ow.
And then whatchamacallit? Quicken.
Okay.
1, 2, confirm. And I'm gonna cone of cold. I'm gonna cone of cold it again. If I can. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna cone of cold it again. And then what is it? Is it half if it does make it?
Yeah. So just roll the damage, and it did make it save this time.
Yeah, that's fine. What is good? 13, 15, 31, 33. Not as many. So half of 33.
Right. All right. And the last zombie misses. All right, round 4. Gwen.
Hey.
There is a zombie left, and the Dracolich.
So I'm going to cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and I'm wearing my winged boots. I'm going to roll off the side of the carpet and cast it as I'm falling,
Okay.
and then use the boots to not hit the ground. And I'm going to make a beeline for the sinkhole
Okay.
at the greatest speed at which I can fly.
And you can fly at your normal movement rate, right?
Okay, I believe so.
So you can move 6 squares.
Okay. Can you show me where on the map the sinkhole is?
It is right there.
Okay. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Do diagonals count?
It's just a 5-foot move, so.
Going diagonally is a 5-foot move?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, if I do that, then I can go one extra. Because
Okay.
I went down and then over. So,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tasha. There is a zombie and the Dracolich.
Going to try fireball on the zombie.
Okay.
17 dex AC.
No. The zombies have a -2 dex save.
Oof.
They're zombies. It kind of goes as this bright light is coming towards it.
$42.
There is a massive explosion, which, when it clears, there's a pile of ash on the desert where the zombie was. But
Okay.
Woohoo!
no more zombies. At this point, the Dracolich dives down to the surface, lands in front of Arabelle, and attacks her.
We don't like that.
No.
So, I'm assuming a 26 is going to hit.
Great. No!
I mean, the 19 and the 20 and the 22 did, but I don't think the 26 does.
Okay.
It goes right over your head.
16 points of piercing damage and 6 points of electrical. That's from the bite. It claws and gets a crit.
Ooh.
It was really nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, we got it.
Do we?
20 points of damage from the first claw. And the second claw misses.
I do not gloat.
I was going to say, I assume a 15 will not hit.
It does not.
Then, yes, the second claw misses. Because it rolled a 2. All right, Arabelle, now it is your turn.
Oh, since I am in melee, let us try and hit it. Oh, I think I've wasted all my 20s for the night. I got one more.
Woohoo!
Yay! Alright. So, I am hitting with my sword and my smite.
Okay.
And it's undead, so I get my extra die 8. I'm gonna use a...
Whoops, I wasn't supposed to roll my accidental dice there.
So I roll all the dice twice.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And I legit, that was funny that I said that and then I rolled it. That's I'm gonna have some more 8s. I'm gonna have to get some more 8s. Nice. Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute. It'll be radiant, regular, and cold. Do you need any of that separate?
No.
Almost done. Rob. All right. So I call upon Torora and I hit him with my divine smite and my improved divine smite, and with my crit it is 82 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Torora does not like him.
I'm getting
Wow.
that.
Let's hear for
Oh,
Aurora.
Jesus.
Well, I added it all up, and so with the third level, it's 7 die 8 plus 2 plus 1 die 6, and I had to roll that twice. So, woo-hoo-hoo!
Your blade takes on a bright golden glow, and as you swing it, it cleaves through one of its forelegs and through a good chunk of what remains of its rib cage. And it lurches, and it doesn't have eyes, but if it did, you imagine they would be wide at the amount of damage it just suffered from a single attack.
Just wait till I get my Holy Avenger.
But it's still up. All right.
One.
Anything else?
And oh, I get another attack. That was only one.
Yep.
Alright. It is not another 20, unfortunately, but it's a 19. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh. It won't be double, but it's still a lot of damage because that's every melee attack gets this. I can use the smite, I believe. Yeah. That I want to use a spell slot. I don't like him. He should die. I'll use a second level this time. Good damage. That'll be 35 points.
This
Awesome.
time, as it's pulling back from the bite, your attack shears off the side of its neck. Not enough to behead it, but enough to damage it. And it's looking even more ragged than it did when it came out of the sand. At this point, let's see. Okay. It Arabelle, make a dexterity save. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as both wings whip down and basically clap on your body. But you manage to stay on your feet.
Wing buffet.
Zorith.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
And that is a con 17.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
These dragon dice, the ones that are nice and heavy and beautiful, super hard to read.
Yes. I have noticed that.
They're really pretty, but 6, 7. What is that one? Okay, 55 points of damage. It's poison damage. Okay. I don't understand what it is if it on a failed save, it is also poison until the end of your next turn. So it's still
Yeah, so it
hits?
still takes the damage. It's a matter of, is it also poisoned?
Okay, I see. So if not, it resists the poison. If so, if it fails, then it's poisoned also. Okay, got it.
You see it hits the creature, and that sickly greenish glow kind of flickers over it, and you see a couple of the bones darken just ever so slightly, and it just goes.
I don't think undead take poison damage.
I cannot win today. Cannot win.
Gwenlaren, we are back to the top.
I haven't
Unless you want to do
quickened.
something, yeah.
I haven't quickened. Not that one. I guess I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
You have
fourth
to
level?
be really close for that.
Oh, not if I have. How close are we? Oh, just out of reach. No, because I have that. Sorry, hold on. I have that feature and trait. That is meta magic. It's distant spell. Oh, but I've already quickened. Peaches. Hold on. I moved the carpet another 5 feet.
Well, you haven't taken your movement yet, have you?
No, that's just it. We're in the carpet, so because it's 30 feet, and we are 30 feet away. So burning hands, sweetie.
Well, you're going to have to go.
Oh, 15 feet. Oh, okay, then I guess I can't do that.
You could move within 15 feet.
I don't necessarily want to do that. Peaches. I'm just gonna do the one attack right now.
Okay. All right. Then, Gwenlaren.
Okay, can we go back to looking at how far I am from the sinkhole?
55 feet as the crow flies. But that's
Okay.
a huge rock in between you and it.
Right, but I'm wearing winged boots, so I can just
Oh, right.
fly over the rock.
Yep.
So I am as the crow flies.
Okay.
So let's see.
You get 30 feet.
All right, and there's nothing I can do to speed up my speed,
Not with the boots.
like not with the boots on.
If you were on the ground, you could run at 60. But then you would be leaving tracks in the sand.
Unless I cast Pass Without Trace.
Right. Is Pass Without Trace concentration?
It is.
Yeah, you
So
wouldn't
I
be
can't
able
do
to.
that and invisibility.
Right.
Okay. So I'll keep going, I guess.
Okay.
So you said I get to go 30, 6 squares, right?
6 squares.
And then I can go diagonally, so I'll go there.
Okay. All right. Arabelle.
All right.
Wait, it's my turn.
Oh, that's right. Tasha. Sorry.
And then it goes before me too, I think.
Yeah.
You can skip that.
I mean, yeah, totally. We can totally skip that. Where is it?
It is about 35 feet away. It's on the ground at this point. Because it's in melee with Arabelle.
So fireball's a bad idea.
How much taller is it than Arabelle?
Well, you could easily place it so the center of it is like here.
Okay, then I do that.
Okay.
Fireball.
And it's Dex, I know. What is the DC?
17.
Okay. It makes it save.
So I tap whatever I do.
Yes. So just roll your damage and then we'll figure out what half is.
So 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Would you care to describe the creature's demise?
Wow.
It blows apart.
As you throw the fireball just past it and it explodes in combination with all of the other damage that's been done to its structure. What little flesh is left on its skeleton catches fire. And as it does, it lets out this hoarse wailing and slowly just sort of falls in on itself and ends up a large pile of smoldering bone on the desert sands.
Told you.
We can count.
That's right.
We can count to your death.
What time of day is it?
It's evening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like just before the sun was going to set.
Ladies, after that,
We're resting.
we are
Yes.
resting and I'm putting up the mansion.
Yes. I am
But-
going to take the carpet over to where approximately,
Oh,
because
but
we're out of
first we
combat,
have-
right?
yeah.
Yes.
We need to go through his loot.
I'm gonna still continue my mission. I'm gonna just drop the invisibility. I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
I was thinking that we should tie a rope around her so if she goes in the sand and gets in like a quicksand
sinkhole.
situation, we can pull her out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
So I'm gonna fly the thing over there if I can figure out how to move me.
Okay.
I will
And I'm
cast.
going to keep going.
Yeah, can a lich come back?
Yes.
I don't know what Draco Liches are different, but I don't know how they are in 5e. I'm gonna cast Freedom of Movement on Gwen.
Okay.
So
All
am
right.
I approximately where?
You are exactly in the center of. You have crawled down into the sinkhole.
Okay.
And
Good.
at this point, because we've been going for quite a while with the combat, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Cool.
Won't be as long as our normal break, because, well, you know, we want to find out what's in the sinkhole. But
Right.
just to give everybody a chance to, you know, run to the bathroom and get a drink if they need to. So probably about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. And welcome back. Quick break. And now we deal with the sinkhole.
Indeed, we do.
So,
We wrap her up in a rope, at least by her feet.
Shouldn't we heal her first?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
So we're gonna do that. So what do I have here? I think I can use the staff one more time. So that's 36 for everybody.
Ooh. Thanks. Because at
That
one
gets
point
me most of the way back.
I was at 16
Yeah.
hit points. I was like,
Okay.
oh, this is going to end poorly.
Right.
Yeah, when I got hit for 30 and I only had 30 left, I was like, oh, so I can basically take one more hit. And that was it, what, half damage?
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a 20, Jeff, and I'm fine. It does not poof away the staff because I used all of it.
okay.
We're good. And then how much more are you down, Leslie?
I need 24.
Let's see. Do it while everything's at max. And I did make my concentration checks. 3 die 8 plus 10 would be 34. No, that's not right. 3 die 8 plus 8, still over 24. So that'll make you
It'd be
full.
32.
Okay.
And then
Yay.
Zori, how much are you down?
88 out of 112.
We need
Hold on.
4.
88 minus 1.
14. No,
24.
24.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to not heal
No.
me a whole lot, then
Well, that's
we
fine.
can.
I'll do it with my I'll save that. Yeah, I can do it with a second level is 2 die 8 plus 9. So I think that'll give you 24.
Yeah, it'll give you 25.
Yeah.
And then are you still down, Annette?
No, I'm good. I'm 100%.
Oh.
And I'm down 18, which I'll just take out of my lay on hands.
I really only got hit twice.
A reservoir. Oh yeah, nice. All right.
Now I have enough spell slots to do that Beacon of Hope and the Aura of Vitality next time. And then, oh no, I can't. They're both concentration. Just one.
Oh.
Ooh.
But that helps. So
Yeah.
the max one. All right,
Okay.
into the hole.
Rope around her feet.
1 foot.
Okay.
Rope on 1 foot.
I jump into the sinkhole.
Okay. And you sink up to about mid calf.
Starts looking with her hands, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to start digging around
Okay.
and looking to see what I can see, obviously. How deep is the sinkhole?
Right now, about a foot.
Oh. I thought that it was like a sinkhole and then.
It is. It's kind of like it's a big pit in the sand, but when you get to the center of it and like jump in, you sink about a foot, and that's it.
All right. I'll start digging.
Okay. What is your strength?
Good question. My strength is a +4. 19.
Okay. So by this really nifty and easy rule that I found on Reddit, thank you very much, Reddit folks, you can dig 9 cubic feet per minute.
Nice.
Of course, being that it's sand, half of it slides right back in, so it's actually about 5 feet per minute.
That's all
5
right.
cubic feet.
I'll start digging and we'll see how far we get.
Okay. You dig for, let's see, how long here? About 5 minutes. And you've excavated the pit significantly more, and suddenly you see her just
Just
Do-
what?
just
She
Disappear.
disappears.
Oh.
Do we pull her back now or do we wait?
Nope, you wait.
You're gonna tug?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Am I in a cavern or am I, drowning in sand?
you, I'm assuming, would catch yourself with the winged boots, but you
Right.
start falling. And trying to remember, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. You catch yourself and you kind of look around, and you are in a roughly 25-foot diameter tube that has been
Okay.
scraped out of wet sand that leads
Ooh.
straight down.
I will travel straight down.
How much rope do you have, Zorith?
Give me 50 feet. 50 feet.
Okay, you quickly come to the end of the rope as it's sliding through your hands. Not so fast that you think she's falling, but she's definitely moving. And you've pretty much come to the end of the rope. What do you do?
I grab my 50 feet of rope and I tie them together.
There's not enough time.
Oh no. What do you mean there's not enough time? Like, she's holding onto it.
And if she wants to, grab it and stop Gwen from moving, then you can do that.
Yeah, that's okay. I would
Yeah.
expect that it would run out. I would know that that I had traveled 50 feet.
Okay.
Don't hold on to it and stop it. She's just gonna lose the
Right.
rope. So,
So
Right, I have it wrapped around, like one around my back,
Mm-hmm.
like loopy around my back, and I'm holding it. So if we want to try to tie it on more,
Mm-hmm.
well, she's
We
got her
could-
boots, right? So she can not fall if she needs.
Right.
okay, so I'm gonna stand there holding the rope then.
And I'm gonna take my rope and tie it to the other rope. And
All right. That gives you about an additional 45 feet once you've got them all tied together.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna slowly give her more rope.
Okay. Gwen, you feel the rope go slack again.
I'll start to travel again.
Okay. How far is your dark vision?
Pretty far. Let's see.
It's
90
under
feet.
How
Oh,
much?
Yeah.
90.
90. Okay. You look down, you can actually see what looks like this massive tunnel curving into a more horizontal.
Okay. I'm going to keep going.
You get to the point where, once again, you're about to run out of rope up top.
Arabelle, do you have any rope?
Don't have any on my list.
Ah.
Surprisingly. Oh wait. Let me.
I have 50 feet of rope.
Nope, I don't have
So-
one on my list. So
I
Okay.
will pause and tie my 50 feet onto the end of their rope. So I'll untie it from my foot
Okay.
and tie
So
the
up
extra
top,
50 feet.
the rope stops moving for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You, with this extra bit of rope tied to it, you get down to where the tunnel is. It's still sloped, but it's flat enough that you can land, and you are about 120 feet down from the surface.
Okay. What can I see?
This large tunnel continues on for maybe 30, 40 feet and then seems to open up into something much larger.
Okay. I untie the rope from my foot.
Okay. The
I'll
rope,
leave it dangling.
the rope has stopped moving. You've got about 30 feet left up top.
Tasha, do you want to message her? Do you have a spell left?
Oh, me? Yeah, I can do a Sunday. What do you want me to say?
How's it going down there?
This way. Okay. Find anything?
Find anything useful down there?
I reply, large cavern ahead. I've untied my foot. Will return in 5 minutes.
That makes me nervous.
I start counting.
What spells do we have if we have to go after?
And I'm going to fly into the, toward the wider cavern.
Okay. You enter the cavern and you see that this is rock. Like it's sand to the entrance, but then it's like a hole in a large section of rock. It's probably about roughly 80, 90 feet in diameter. It's a little bit of an oval shape. It's a good 40, 50 feet high off the ground. And in the center of the rocky space, there is a big pile of sand.
All right. And there's nothing else in the room except for this pile of sand.
Make a perception check. Let's see if there is.
22.
It just looks like rock and sand.
I fly over to the pile of sand and investigate it without touching. I just look more closely.
It looks like a pile of sand.
Okay. I reach down and brush off the top layer of sand.
Make another perception check.
18.
You've uncovered definitely shapes. Some of them are round, some of them are square, some of them seem to be octagonal.
I keep going.
You keep brushing and you keep finding more of these shapes. It looks like the sand is covering a massive pile of ancient coins.
Okay. I pause and fly back to the rope and give the signal 3 tugs.
I help pull up.
Yeah, we're gonna start pulling up.
Yep.
Well, she could just fly up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll do that. But I'll bring the rope with.
Yeah, we're like pulling on it. It's going like faster than we can. Like, it's still loose. Oh my gosh.
And then Gwen's head appears up out of the sand while you're still pulling the rope.
Well,
Hello.
because we've gotten to the first knot, and then we're pulling and pulling. That's funny.
Hello. We're going to need the portable hole.
Oh,
There's loot down here. Looks like ancient coins.
ooh. Plus, we also need to check the dragon, right? He doesn't have any
He doesn't-
pockets.
Right.
The dragon is a pile of bone.
Right.
Are there any teeth?
Yeah?
might like me some teeth potentially.
The catch will be: are there any that are not already partially rotted?
Oh, right, because I forgot it's roast. Okay, so do you just want me to hand you the thing, or do you want me
You're
to?
gonna need help, right?
I think we should still leave some people topside in case this doesn't go well.
So I have levitate.
All
So
right.
you and I can go down.
Okay.
She'll just need to like pull you because you're basically levitate is up and down, so she'll have to.
yep.
Pull.
So she can go down.
Right.
Right,
And then
but then
I'll pull her sideways into
yeah,
the
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Okay.
And
until
then
we are at the pile of sand.
do you want to take the rope again as well, just in
Yes,
case?
Just in case. Yep.
Okay. So I hand over the portable hole.
Message
What's wrong?
And no, I was to say it in this way. At least Tasha can message us if anything goes wrong.
Right.
Yeah. I hand you the portable hole and push down the rope again.
Okay.
And we'll
I
fly.
cast levitate.
We'll go down to where the big pile of sand is, and I'll pull Tasha there and put the portable hole on the wall, on the rock wall.
Make a perception check.
29.
You scan the room looking for a space that's flat enough that you can actually get this 10-foot diameter hole to open, and you about given up, and then you see a spot that's about 10 feet up that's smooth enough that you can put it there.
Okay. I put it up.
And then we'll start digging the coins out of the sand.
Literally throwing them into the thing.
throwing them into the hole.
This is going to take hours.
Yep, that's all right.
Yep.
Well, how
We'll
long does
start-
levitate?
We'll sort these into piles and then gather them up in our cloaks or whatever, and then take them all up at once so that we're not literally throwing them.
Who has the carpet?
It's still up there with you. with
We
you
do.
all.
Yeah.
I'm on the carpet holding them.
Might be easier to put it on, like sweep it on the carpet.
Well, if they tell us, I don't know how we would.
No,
Hours.
it's all right.
If they were throwing them in, it would take hours. But if they're emptying them in, how long will it take?
Hours. It's not the putting them in the hole that takes the time, it's the digging them out of the sand
Yeah.
that takes
Yeah.
the time.
Oh,
gonna-
so
It's gonna take a while, but we'll just do it.
Yeah.
Should we come down and help?
how will we be able to get up? Oh,
Yeah.
she can.
On
She
the
can.
carpet.
She can. I can actually. Well,
I could go up and get one more of you, but that leaves somebody up top by themselves. I think
Here's
we're
the thing.
better
Cool.
2 and 2.
here's
Yeah,
the
well-
thing: if we all go down, we could
Yeah.
literally set up the mansion in there, and I could teleport us to the top in the morning.
I think you should save your teleport, but we could ride the carpet back to the top of the hole and then just climb out, right?
We could, but if something goes wrong down here, there's nobody topside to do anything about it.
But if something goes wrong, then we're not down there to save you either.
Yeah, if something
That's
goes
true.
wrong, after the mansion and everything else,
We could
could
teleport from the
teleport.
well, not from the mansion.
well,
but-
we'd have to step out front and then
Yeah.
teleport
All right. So
after a rest. So
I'll go back up. I'll fly back up and tell you this is going to take longer than we thought. Come down with us. I can carry whomever needs to be carried. Bring the carpet, and we'll set up down in the cavern. It is stone, so we should be okay.
Okay.
that's an excellent. Okay, so I'm going to take the carpet and squidgy it down into the sand while I'm still standing on it? Or well,
You can't do that.
I'm hanging on to
you
it.
have to, well, you have to roll it up to get it into the hole.
Yeah.
It's not going to go in unrolled.
I will wait for Gwen Lauren to come back up and grab me.
Okay.
And I'll roll up the thing.
Yep.
Just hold
So
on
I'll
it.
take Arabelle down and then I'll come back for Zori.
All right.
And then we're gonna go in there and everybody will work on it.
Can set up the mansion so that we
Picking
can
up coins.
Yeah.
set up the mansion so that we can rest when we're not digging and eat and drink and have servants and baths and all kinds of crazy stuff.
It-
Collected
it-
gems, right? Do we
it-
find any gems?
It takes you until about midnight before you're satisfied that you've got everything that was buried down here.
Were there gems?
Yeah.
Or is it just
in
coins?
the end,
Okay.
you determine that you have uncovered 48,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
27,000 platinum pieces.
Sorry.
Our horde's growing. Our horde is growing.
They're gonna be so proud of us.
11 star sapphires worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
This is why he was not impressed with 2,000 platinum.
Yeah.
You said worth 1,000 each, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And you find lots of various items. When you check, there are only 3 that are magical.
Okay.
There is a ring that you find that is made of a reddish gold. There is a bone rod that
Oh,
you
sorry.
find. And there is a sealed, flat, long and wide wooden box. Beautiful engraving on every surface on the box. And there it is locked.
Let's not mess with that for now.
I say to the box, do you remember what I said to you? Still true. We can count our number, and we can also count what we found in your little cavern. Just letting you know.
In addition to detect magic, I'm going to detect evil.
You're getting residual evil from the cavern itself, because this was that thing's lair, but none of the,
None of the
items
items,
in it are radiating evil.
We will identify those at our first convenience.
Earliest
Um,
convenience, yeah.
Yes,
Mm,
I meant to say. First
Okay, but
opportunity.
if this box is holding its soul, its spirit, then it can reanimate. So
Sorry?
if we wait, it can reanimate its bones up top.
It has to find another host.
Okay,
Sorry?
so
So it would need another dragon,
it's
that's-
not.
I think.
Does Zori know anything about liches from what
From
this?
school?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why don't you make an Arcana check, Zora?
Or do I know anything from
Why
the
don't I?
part of it?
Hey, bitches. That's a natural 18.
nice.
Plus 7, make 25.
You remember from your classes on dealing with undead,
Oh, yeah,
Where-
undead classes.
where they not only taught you how to create them, but also taught you about the various kinds of them. Liches and Baelnorn have phylacteries. Dracoliches do not.
Oh.
So once you kill a Dracolich, it's just dead?
Oh,
Oh, thank
cool.
God.
You said liches and Beowulf thorns?
Baelnorn. B-A-E-L-N-O-R-N.
You watch your phraseology.
And-
Dracoliches.
and you know-
negative.
You know that Baelnorn are liches that are the opposite of normal liches. Only elves can become Baelnorn, but they choose to become Baelnorn to become eternal guardians of
Oh.
crypts, of family estates. Whereas liches are uniformly evil, Baelnorn are uniformly good.
Oh, that's cool.
interesting.
I will also explain that because that's stinking cool. Okay, so then I tell Gwen,
Okay,
no
so we don't-
phylactery.
Okay, good.
Probably something good in the, well, not good, but
Yeah, probably something
in the box.
whatchamacallit in the box.
All right. So we have everything in the box.
Well,
Everything in the
Hoard?
you
Yeah.
have all the money, the gems, the ring, the rod, and whatever's in
The
the box.
I say we
Well, it's like midnight, you said, right?
Yeah.
we're gonna need to go to bed soon.
Yeah, we need to sleep, and
Mhm,
we might as well just stay here.
Yeah.
it's protected.
Yeah, better than any place else we've been. Plus, we have the mansion.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go inside, shower off some of this sand, and eat a big dinner.
Hold up the hole.
Eat a
What-
big dinner and go to bed.
I'm going to separate the rope and give it back to the three of us.
Okay.
And then also go in and take a shower and eat and do the things.
Wow.
Identify a ritual. Is it 10 minutes per?
Yes.
I think has it, right? I think.
What'd you say, baby?
Tasha has identify, is that right?
Yes, it is a ritual spell,
Yeah. I
and
do.
it is one object per casting.
Yep.
And then,
Oh, it's only it's a minute, but it's a ritual, so it's 11, right?
Yes.
Unless
all
you
right.
spell slots you want to use up before bed, and then it's only a minute.
Plus a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces and a owl feather.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it'll basically cost 100 gold per casting.
We would know that, and that would be because that's something that we would buy.
Right.
Right.
Anything that we have a chance to buy, so it would probably be in our.
Yeah.
So we'll just subtract 300. That
Let me see if I can do that. Minus 300.
Times.
3.
So it'll take about 35
Or-
minutes to
yeah.
identify all three of them.
You have
I
first
am-
level spell slots left,
Oh, I sure do.
and it's just a minute.
Yeah, that's first level. I hadn't used any first level spells.
Right.
Okay.
And we're
Well-
gonna get them back when we rest, so you might as well burn the slots.
Right?
Which one do you want to identify first?
The box.
I'm gonna open it, right?
Yeah, it is locked.
Who's got the best? I've got sleight of hand. That's a 9, and what would the other thing be?
I have
Lock.
6. So
If
It
somebody
would,
has,
it would be investigation for looking for traps and sleight of hand to
I have plus
open it.
13 for that.
For investigation?
C.
Okay, you investigate. I'll sleight of hand.
Okay.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do. She can borrow them, or yeah.
No, no,
I have things.
Okay. Okay.
26. To investigate.
Yeah, it looks like it's a good solid lock, but it doesn't seem to be anything more than just a good solid lock.
All right. Well, I rolled a 15 plus 9 is 24.
Nice.
You get the thieves' tools out. You're not really... Are you proficient with the thieves' tools?
Where is it say? Proficiencies in languages. It does say tools, disguise kit, and thieves' tools.
Oh,
Yep.
Then you are. Okay. Then you get in there a little bit and you work for, good 30, 40 seconds until you hear click.
Yeah, it comes with my,
Oh, the charlatan background?
it's not charlatan, but it's something.
Okay.
It's my urchin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, you hear the lock click open.
I very carefully open it away from us,
Okay.
pointing away.
Okay. It opens up. Doesn't squeak at all. Even after being buried in sand, it doesn't make any sound when you open it.
I turn around and look at it.
You see what looks like a robe.
How big is this box?
It's about like
I was
3 feet by 2 feet by about 4 inches. And it looks like a white robe folded up inside this box.
And then you'll need to identify that again.
Yeah. Okay. I got one more spot.
Well, no. You said you were going to do the box first.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this
okay.
is
I
this
thought I
is
had to identify the robe. Sorry.
yeah. That's your first casting.
Okay.
Oh, because
Um,
we know the box has got something magical, so we open it
Okay,
and
so-
whatever's in it.
yes.
I got it. I see what you're
So
saying.
what is it?
It is a white robe of the Archmagi.
Oh. Wow.
Can
Would
only
we know what that is?
make an Arcana check?
Didn't we have like a dark one at one point that are that are a lot?
23. I got a 16 plus 7 is 23.
You, Zorith, you know exactly what this is, and you know exactly what it does, and you know exactly who benefits most from it. That would be you.
Oh, okay.
This is an uber rare, near artifact level magic item.
Okay.
You know that the white robes can only be worn by those who are good. And it is probably one of the most sought after pieces of apparel for those who dabble in arcane magic.
Didn't we find a black pair and burn it?
Yeah,
Right? That's right. Yeah, Aerolacus was so bummed because it was black.
Yep.
Because it was evil. In Straussman's, right?
Right.
Yeah. One of my relatives had one.
Yes.
Because
Yasef,
this is-
Better find an attunement.
Yasef was wearing it.
This will replace your cloak, though, I'm sure.
And I tell everybody
Well,
that.
it does require attunement.
Right.
It'll be worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When you look it up on D&D Beyond, you're going to be very happy.
Okay, I don't actually think I've actually taken off any robes that were special fancy, because I've got the Ring of Spells Storing, the Staff of Frost, and the Wand of the War Mage. So, bye. It's one of those two things. Okay.
All right, which one do you want to identify next? You've got the ring and the rod.
Probably the bone rod.
Yep.
All right. You spend your minute casting the spell, and you receive the information that this is a rod of resurrection.
Oh, we probably recognize it because I have one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like the other one.
Nice.
Well, that's good because if something happens, then it gets destroyed. Now we've got a backup.
Sweet. And the ring.
Is a ring of fire elemental command.
Ooh.
Wow.
That sounds awesome.
And that, too, of course, requires attunement, but it does some pretty special things.
And then I'm sure it's got a special word to command the fire elemental, or just
It's
one.
It's probably got a few,
Okay. Okay.
because it's got several things it can do.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, I tell everybody whatever I know. And I guess we go to bed, right?
We go to bed. Cozy in our mansion beds.
Yup.
Tired are we?
Yeah. We go to bed.
Okay. As you fall asleep, contemplating the idea that the Godswrath Desert really does live up to its name, that's where we'll end this evening.
Woo!
Nice.
And we'll pick back up next time with you returning to the surface and continuing your journey.
Cool.
So,
Excellent.
well done, Dracolich. Not easy. Helps when you have a paladin that rolls a crit.
Yes, it sure does.
Right. Woo.
Yeah, that took a little under half its hit points in one swing.
Wow. Well done.
So,
Emily. Hell yeah. Undead. Now, if I had my other weapon, it'd have been really good. 'Cause
right.
Holy Avengers do 2 die 10 against undead, and it would have been 4 die 10.
Yep. So we'll pick this back up next time. Until then, remember, stay safe, stay sane. If you want to wear your mask, please feel free to do so. Things are not over. There are spikes happening all over the place. And the mask is still the best way to protect yourself and everyone you care about. So
Yes.
if you want to do that, you definitely know that we approve. And stay well so you can join us again next time and let us welcome you back once more to the land of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.